This is the Canadian mine that could leave global copper supply chains scrambling. In this video, we are going to look at the Reshape project, one of Canada's largest undeveloped copper-zinc deposits. We'll explore how this mine could supply the metals essential for electric vehicles, renewable grids, and infrastructure, while positioning Canada as a global power in critical minerals. From its timeline and financial scale to economic, social, and environmental implications, we break down why this single project might reshape the industry and why investors, automakers, and policymakers are paying attention. For decades, copper has quietly been the backbone of the global energy and technology transition. From the electric motors in our cars to the wiring in renewable energy projects, from high-voltage grid systems to the battery systems that power electric vehicles, copper is everywhere. Yet, despite its critical importance, the world has faced persistent supply constraints. New copper deposits are rare, and existing mines are aging, often located in geopolitically unstable regions. Now, tucked away in northeastern Saskatchewan, Canada, lies the Reshape deposit, a massive undeveloped resource, described as the largest volcanic-hosted massive sulfide deposit in the region. It is a site that could transform the North American mining landscape, potentially providing a secure, high-grade source of copper and zinc. Over the next few minutes, we'll examine the scale of this project, the timelines and the stakes involved, and then reveal the twist: how Reshape could alter global mining dynamics and supply chains in ways few are anticipating. But first, let's set the stage and understand why this project has everyone in the mining world talking. The Reshape project is fully owned by Foreign Mining Corporation and is strategically located in the Flin Flon Greenstone Belt, a region renowned for high-grade base metal deposits. It is not just another mine. The numbers alone are staggering. The indicated resources at Reshape are estimated at 39 million tons, grading approximately 2.02% copper equivalent. This includes roughly 1 billion pounds of copper and nearly 2 billion pounds of zinc. On top of that, inferred resources add another 5 million tons at 1.77% copper equivalent, which translates into 93 million pounds of copper and 260 million pounds of zinc. To put this into perspective, copper grades of about 1% in underground mines are considered strong, so a deposit grading around 2% copper equivalent is remarkable. The zinc component adds further economic value and strategic importance. Think about this for a moment. One remote Canadian mine has the potential to influence global copper availability and shift how automakers, battery makers, and governments plan for the future. And yet, outside mining circles, it has flown mostly under the radar. The timing of Reshape could not be more critical. Global copper demand is surging due to the rapid electrification of transportation, expansion of renewable energy infrastructure, and the modernization of electrical grids. Electric vehicles, in particular, require significantly more copper than traditional internal combustion engines. Each EV uses roughly 4 times as much copper as a conventional car. At the same time, supply is constrained. Many existing mines are decades old, facing declining grades and rising extraction costs. Developing new mines is a lengthy and complex process, often delayed by permitting, environmental concerns, and social license challenges. This is where Reshape stands out. Saskatchewan is considered one of the most stable and mining-friendly jurisdictions in the world. It offers clear regulatory frameworks, low political risk, and supportive government policies. The deposit is also strategically located near existing infrastructure, including roads, power lines, and hydroelectric energy resources, which can significantly reduce operational costs and environmental impact. Moreover, the Reshape project aligns with Canada's Critical Minerals Strategy, a national initiative aimed at securing reliable sources of essential metals like copper, zinc, lithium, and cobalt. This makes the mine strategically valuable, not just commercially profitable. It is positioned to be a near-term solution to some of the supply pressures facing North America and the global market. The project is moving at an impressive pace. According to government projections, Reshape is expected to reach commercial production by mid-2026. That is a remarkably short timeline for a major mine of this scale. Capital investment for the initial phase is estimated at over $1 billion. As of late 2025, construction progress is reported to be around 55 to 60% complete, with fast-tracking support from Canada's Major Projects Office, which prioritizes large-scale infrastructure and mining initiatives. This means the mine is on track to start delivering copper and zinc within a few years, potentially before many other global projects come online. The speed and efficiency of this development give Canada an edge in the rapidly evolving electric vehicle supply chain and the global critical minerals market. The economic benefits of McIlvenna Bay are significant. The project is expected to create hundreds of jobs, both during construction and ongoing operations, and to inject billions into Saskatchewan's economy. It will revive a sector that has seen decades of dormancy in copper and zinc production, strengthening the province's mining portfolio and diversifying its economic base. Environmentally, foreign mining is designing the mine to reduce emissions and minimize its footprint. Plans include using hydroelectric power, employing underground mining methods, and constructing a modern tailings facility designed to minimize environmental impact. The project aims to integrate sustainability into every stage, from extraction to production, aligning with global expectations for cleaner mining practices. Socially, the mine emphasizes engagement with local Indigenous communities and aims to provide employment and training opportunities. This focus is critical in northern regions, where inclusive development can support long-term community resilience and shared economic benefit. However, despite these positive factors, risks remain. Environmental approvals can be delayed, underground mining carries inherent hazards, and fluctuating metal prices can affect profitability. These are challenges that every major mining project faces, yet McIlvenna Bay's combination of scale, grade, and location makes it uniquely positioned to succeed. Here is where the story gets really interesting. Historically, copper production has been dominated by countries such as Chile, Peru, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. For decades, much of the world's copper supply has been concentrated in regions that are politically unstable or facing regulatory challenges. A major new mine in Canada changes that dynamic. With McIlvenna Bay, Canada strengthens its position not just as a traditional resource exporter, but as a potential super supplier of critical minerals. More supply from a geopolitically stable jurisdiction could reduce dependence on riskier regions, potentially affecting global prices and giving North America leverage in discussions over electric vehicles, grid infrastructure, and even national defense supply chains. The strategic location and high grade of this deposit mean that the world could suddenly see a shift in where copper comes from. Analysts suggest that as more projects like this come online, it could put downward pressure on global copper prices, benefiting industries but creating competition among producers. This is a mine that could quietly redefine the global copper market, yet most people outside the industry are not paying attention. That is where the twist comes in. The twist is this. While many investors, journalists, and industry watchers are focused on lithium, cobalt, or nickel as the metals of the electric revolution, copper has been the silent giant. And McIlvenna Bay could tip the balance. Imagine the implications. The US and Canadian EV sectors increasingly relying on domestic or near-domestic copper supplies rather than importing from politically unstable regions. This strengthens supply chain sovereignty, reduces vulnerability to trade disputes, and even enhances national security. But there is more. McIlvenna Bay does not just produce copper. Zinc is a critical co-product used in galvanizing, infrastructure protection, and energy applications. This means the mine contributes not just to the EV revolution, but to the broader energy transition and infrastructure build-out. It is a multi-metal, strategic asset that challenges the traditional single-metal narrative of critical minerals. And here is the real surprise. Despite its size and strategic importance, McIlvenna Bay has remained relatively under the radar globally. Many investors, automakers, and battery manufacturers may be underestimating the coming Canadian copper wave. If the mine hits its projected timeline of mid-2026 and achieves an annual output of 65 million pounds of copper equivalent, it could rapidly become one of North America's leading copper producers. That is a seismic shift in the global supply chain, quietly emerging from a remote corner of Saskatchewan. The McSylvania Bay project could be the unsung hero of the electric age metal story. Its scale, strategic location, and alignment with Canada's critical minerals strategy position it as a potential game changer. Beyond just copper and zinc production, it represents a shift in global mining power, a boost for sustainable practices, and a step towards secure, domestic supply chains for the technologies of the future. Few projects in recent years have had the potential to influence global supply chains, geopolitics, and industry strategy simultaneously. McSylvania Bay is one of them, and understanding its implications now is crucial for anyone watching the transition to a more electrified and renewable world. If you found this deep dive into Canada's copper frontier as fascinating as I did, please hit the like button and subscribe for more insights on critical minerals, energy transitions, and global supply chain shifts. I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think Canada will emerge as a top global copper supplier by 2030, or will other regions leap ahead? Drop your predictions and opinions in the comments below, and let's discuss the future of the electric revolution together.